we dealt with proportional relationships in tables, graphs, equations, and word problems. And so we know that not every single situation will always be proportional. We did see different examples that made all of those visuals non-proportional. And so that's going to be our focus as we start our third module, our third unit of seventh grade. And I want us to think about what makes these situations non-proportional. So since we're thinking about this question for today's lesson, let's go ahead and read the problem. So Jody pays $5 per ticket for a play and a one-time $2 convenience fee. The table shows the total cost for different numbers of tickets. So since we actually have part of this problem here without the table, we're going to create the table together. Let's go back and annotate this problem. So I'm going to read it again and thinking in our mental movie, who are the characters, what are they doing, and how can we solve this problem? So Jody's paying $5 per ticket for a play and a one-time $2 convenience fee. Okay, so I know that they want us to use a table, but I also want to give a reason of why a table works out in this situation, because what are we talking about in this problem? What are we discussing? Well, we're talking about the cost per ticket, right? We're talking about money and then we're talking about tickets specifically to a play. And so because we're comparing two things, right, money and tickets, we know tables make things very nice and neat to then break up so that we have everything organized into the number of tickets and the money. And the reason I put number of tickets first and the money last is because we know that the more tickets we get, right, the more our money then increases, right? So the tickets is what is independent and the money is dependent. So I'm just going to make these little notes to remind ourselves, refresh our memory. Y depends on X, right? The tickets are control of our cost. Okay, so I know we have just a given set of information, but let's start off with one ticket. What is going to be the cost of our one ticket? Well, if it's $5 per ticket, I know that's talking about per one, right? That is going to be then, if it's $5 per one ticket, this is our unit rate. Remember, this is our constant of proportionality. This is our K. This is our rate, our constant multiplier. Let's refresh all of these terms. But then it also says that they have to pay a one-time $2 convenience fee. It's almost like a tax, right? Like it's just something that they have to add to their purchase and then they get their total. Okay, so then how much would it be then? So I know that it's $5, but then I have to add the $2 convenience fee. So my actual total ends up being $7. So I'm going to change my labels here for just a second so that we know we have $5 per ticket, right? So every number of tickets here is the X and the total is the Y. But in order to get the Y, we not only multiply by 5, but we also have to add that $2 convenience fee here. Okay, so we're just going to leave that column there to show some work. Well, what would the cost be if the number of tickets we were buying were 2? Well, I know that 5 times 2 is 10, so the tickets themselves would be $10, but then remember that one-time $2 convenience fee. So we have to add 2 more dollars to get a total of 12. All right, so here in a second, I want y'all to then find the totals for 3, 4, and 5 tickets in the draw activity.